Hello and welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you're here. I am just wanting to share with you today my new book collaboration with Emilee Stone from Collage Soup. Collage Soup is my go-to for all my collages. I am a cut and paste art journaler and her books are incredible. I reached out to her earlier in the year and I said, hey, what would you think about taking my brave phrases that I use often in my journals and teaming up with your gorgeous images, and we do a cut and paste book together. And Emilee was so amazing and said yes. I'm so excited that this book is out now. It just came out, and so I wanted to share with you there's so many ways to use the beautiful artwork and the uplifting and encouraging phrases in this book. So what I have here is an accordion book that I created. It is a book all about me, and I thought, what a more perfect way to use these images and phrases. So I like to start out by just ripping, tearing, and gluing in. And so these are all beautiful backgrounds from the book, Bravely Being Me. And I am just using a glue stick. It is my go-to adhesive. I always have my scissors on hand. And this is the new doily stencil from Dina Wakley. I had to have it. I love doilies. And then I'm using the Dylusions spray ink in pink. Pink is my go-to color. I just thought it would be so fun. I literally just got this out of the mailbox today, so I wanted to use it. I love how that looks too. Now the book Bravely Being Me, it has two different versions. It has the ebook version, and there's also the actual book version. And you can purchase the ebook version at collagesoup.com, and you can purchase the actual book version on Amazon. Now the difference, there is a little bit of a difference, and so I wanted to make that clear. So what I'm using here is the ebook, and you can see that the sizes are more like an ATC size, which is what the book that you can get off Amazon, it is a smaller book. So it's much smaller than Collage Soup's other books that they have. And that is because I shared with her that I really wanted to be able to use these on soul cards, in a smaller journal format. If you get the ebook, those images are going to be bigger, and so are the phrases, except for the one that I'm using here. So this is still going to be an ATC-ish size, and there's several of those in the book. And so I just wanted to make that clear. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to myself or Emilee, and we'll answer that for you. What I'm doing now is just trying to decide. I know that I want to use that image. I really love that image. When I looked through the book, I was like, love this. And I knew I wanted to use that right away. I think here I'm looking for a house. I loved the imagery of using a house with wings. And so that was one of the things I told Emilee when we discussed the book was, please have some images in there of houses with wings, and she did not disappoint. So there's a whole page of really nice petite size houses with wings, and you will get that smaller version of those houses in both the ebook and the book that you can buy on Amazon. The main difference in sizes that you will notice will be in the girls. So the actual full page girls that Emilee is known for. Those are going to be much bigger in the ebook version than the book version on Amazon. Here I'm just ripping some more images from the book. These are grungy flowers, and I absolutely love them. I decided that, I better put down my girl first, and then I'll put down that image. That was what I kind of threw to the left of the screen there, and I think I decided yes to move it over. So a good part of cut and paste journaling is just honestly positioning and repositioning. Many times, almost always, I will not glue down images until I kind of have everything laid out. But I was just really in flow as I was creating this, and I was really excited to use this book. So I just decided to go ahead and glue everything down. I find a house now. Look at those gorgeous houses. They're so cute. Some of them have wings, some of them don't. I must tell you the story behind the winged houses because you might be wondering what in the world. Many years ago, I took my very first mixed media class that I ever took was by Melody Ross, and she is my go-to for an example on so many things, including creating and creating the life that I want to live, my dream life. And she helped me many years ago with her class called Soul Restoration. And in that class, she uses the house as imagery where our soul is housed. So I have always just thought of that. I think it's such a beautiful way to imagine our soul is in a house. And so I use houses with wings a lot in my work. And that's why I wanted them in the book. Okay, so I have cut out that image there of that angel with the arrow, and this was what was on the back. And I am going to keep those scraps because, especially that face, I really find that cool how it just cut out part of that face. So I'm definitely going to keep that. Okay, so my thought process here, I wasn't certain that what I was going to do on that second page. Often I just make, one page instead of like a 2-page spread. But I wanted to make a 2-page. And when I saw I'm calling her like a warrior angel, and she had the arrow. To me, all I kept thinking about was Katniss, honestly, from Hunger Games, and how the arrow was her strength. And it reminded me of igniting and like a spark, like igniting a spark in me. And when I create my pages, I'm always thinking about the word part of it because I'm a writer. And so words have always just been such a huge part of my life. And quotes and affirmations and things like that. And so on the page with the woman with the crown, it says, "There is no limit to what I can do." And then I ended up putting, "And when the world gets dark and cold, I will light it up," on the page with the warrior angel. And I just thought the imagery with that arrow and the angel flying and the words, "I will light it up," was just something that really inspired me. I love to use butterflies in my work, and if you notice the lady with the crown, she already had butterflies around her, and then I went ahead and put a few more that I had in my own personal stash around that picture, and then I wanted to, just bring that butterfly theme over on into the next page, which I did in the corner on that right hand side there from the book. And then I just used another blue butterfly that I already had in my stash. That's what I love about Collage Soup books. You can use not only her amazing imagery from her books, but your own stuff works so well with it, because her books are so versatile. So we could also put glitter on this page, gold foil, things like that. So here I am. I'm just, reading what is it that I want to put on this page. And again, I just love the phrase, "And when the world gets dark and cold, I will light it up." I have always felt like my purpose in life was to encourage, uplift, and inspire. And that's what I've been trying to do now most of my adult life. And so light it up. I just love that.